Hello, welcome. Today is a review of the 2015 Chevrolet Volt Premium. Today I've had it for about 1 week and we're gonna look at it. Okay. There she It's the 2015 Chevy Volt Premium. And what I keep calling is space gray because that's what Apple called this color. And it looks so good. So it goes 40-ish miles on a single charge, and then it'll switch over to gas, and the gas won't run the wheels. It'll be like a generator, which will charge the battery at the same rate that you're using it. So it always runs on electric, but it has a gas backup, which is sweet. It's also got the keyless entry. See that happen? I'm gonna open it so it doesn't lock. That happens because I have the keys in my pocket. Right there. This right here is where you get the electricity in. You plug it in. It does not support fast charging, but that's fine because it takes about 10 hours, which is one night. Say you come home at 8, leave the house at 6, you'll be fine. And that's on the slowest charger possible. Okay, so now let's actually go inside the car. That's what it looks like on the inside. Very nice, very nice. This is a premium model, so it has the leather seats. It's got the Bose speak. Those don't have the Bose. Those don't have the these have the Bose. They're all Bose speakers, but these ones have the little Bose. So yeah, those sound really good. Now we're gonna get in the car. I'm gonna leave the door open because it's hot. All you gotta do is push on the brake. And now we're starting up. Those little lines are because of the shutter speed of the camera. It looks fine on my end. Got a little startup animation. Volt. I'll go ahead and turn on the air conditioning. Auto. You pick a temperature, and I'll just try to make it that temperature all the time. And then I'm gonna close the doors because it's beeping at me. So that's what the thing looks like when it's started up. Looks pretty great. Now you got a lot of buttons over here. A lot of buttons. Too many buttons, to be honest. And they're not actual buttons. They're all touch sensitive buttons. So, let's see. So if I press home, I don't actually press it. It's just like a flat touch sensor kind of thing. They're strange, they're really weird. But they work, they're okay, because they have these little bumps underneath them. And that helps with knowing where they are. But the reason there's so many buttons is because they actually match all the buttons up here. So any button that could possibly be on the screen is actually also down here. So you see menu right here is menu on here. Source is source. Back and home, back, home. So yeah, that's why there's so many buttons down here, and you only have to use them if you don't want to use the touchscreen buttons, which was a relief once I got it, because my youth pastor, Garrett, has the same car, and I saw the buttons and I got worried. I'm like, it's too many buttons. What else we got? We got the shifter, pretty great. You got down here, it tells you what you're in. You got all these, and then you got drive and you got low, and you're thinking like, why does it have low if it's an electric car? I don't understand. So it doesn't keep it in lower gears or give it more power. Instead, what it does is actually regenerate the battery as soon as you let off the gas. So if I'm on the gas and I'm flying around way too fast and I let off the gas, it'll actually start to slow down. Come on, focus. and I let off the gas, it'll actually start to slow down before I put on the brake, and it'll take all that power and put it into the battery. You can actually see that happen on here. And this little thing will tell you if you're using energy, it'll go up, or if you're using gas, it'll go up on the right, and if you're getting energy, it'll go down. Okay, so now I gotta show you the ceiling, because it's actually cool. So here's your buttons for your garage door. I park in the garage, and I have no idea how to calibrate these, so if you know how to calibrate them, hit me up in the comments. Here is your OnStar. This is what you press to talk to an OnStar person. This will help you navigate the menus with OnStar, I believe. Here's SOS, so if you get like in a wreck, I believe, in a crash, you press SOS. I don't know. If you need help, you press SOS. Up here, you got your parking assist and your traction control. Here's traction control. You can turn that on and off. I don't know why you'd ever want that off. I guess to peel out. Here's your parking assist. You could turn that on. Those are the front sensors, which I didn't show you, but there's like little circles in front of the car, and they'll tell you if you're getting close to something, and that'll let you know with beeps how close you are. If you put it in reverse, so this is more for parallel parking. If you put it in reverse, it'll turn on the back sensors in the back camera, and it'll tell you how close you are with beeps and like the camera. And then once you put it into forward after being in reverse, it'll automatically turn this on. However, if I'm pulling into my garage and I haven't been in reverse, I can turn it on manually and then use them, which is fantastic. The lights in here are actually very, very bright. Not like painfully bright, but like they really help at night to see around the car. And you can have it on like door off, on the usual passenger airbag off. Here's the mirror. This is you guys. This is what you guys look like. Which usually isn't that special, but this has auto dimming. Automatic dimming. So it dims. You know how you have that little lever right here, so you can dim it. Yeah, this doesn't have that because it automatically does it depending on the lights. So it's super cool. And then you look up here and you're like, well, why is there a box? Actually, that's not just any box. It's a special box. That box holds a little camera. That little camera will tell you if you're accidentally leaving your lane without using your blinker. It'll also tell you if you're gonna hit the car in front of you. So it's like a collision avoidance warning kind of thing. So if I'm going faster, it measures your speed and distance, and it'll decide whether or not you'd still hit the car if you kept up like the braking you were doing, or if you have to brake harder. And it'll like beep at you and can change how far away you can be for that to happen. So yeah, that's super cool. Kind of loud, kind of annoying, but it's very safe. All right, let's check out the steering wheel. So here's what the steering wheel all looks like. If we go left to right, we have our cruise control, we got our on, off, and then we got our speed up, set, or slow down. We've got our collision avoidance thing, which you can actually change the distance down, lower, and even turn it off. Or have it on. That's where you change that. That's what I was going to show you earlier. Here's the lane departure warning. You see how it's going off? You can turn that on and off. You can tell by that light. Here's the horn. I'm not going to honk that. I could scare Devin so bad. But I'm not going to honk. Over here on the right side, we've got our like Bluetooth talking thing. We can talk to the car, tell it what to do. Usually tell it to do stuff with your phone. Here's the hang up, here's the stop talking to it thing. Here is your source. If you press this wheel down, it changes the source for the audio. If you go up, it'll go to the next song. Down, it'll go back to the beginning of the song, previous song. With radio, it goes through your stations. Volume up, volume down. Oh, I gotta show you the back seats and the glove compartment. And up here. Okay, this car's a lot. So over here, here's the glove compartment. It's kind of small. Not much going on. It's kind of interesting because the back of the glove compartment, it's like this isn't a door, it's like the entire thing is being cradled. So you can see everything goes back and forth. It's kind of weird, but it works. And then up here, pop that open. I did not know it opens like that. That's kind of cool. You got your cigarette lighter and a little tray for stuff, so you usually keep your cords in there. You see you got 2 slits out the back to bring cords out, and you got storage. I have an adapter in here. So yeah, and I could have the cord coming out the little slit so it can go in and out, which is a lot more convenient than expected. We could check out the center console. I've got my 5 gum and my headphones. We got another cigarette lighter in here. We've got a aux port, so we're already doing better than iPhones. We've got a USB Type A, which is kind of nice, that you can plug in to play music, I believe, along with the aux port, but you can also transfer data. I'm not sure what kind of data, because it gets all your contacts and stuff through Bluetooth. So maybe you can load songs onto the car? I know I'm supposed to know these things, but I don't. Oh, I hit the camera. Okay, let's check out the back seat real quick. I'm gonna get my friend Devin in here because he's taller, and so we're gonna do like a worst case scenario. He also has a YouTube channel. Do you have a YouTube channel? DEVON space ASMUS, Devin Asmus. He has a cool YouTube channel. He has a Canon 80D, and so his stuff is gonna look a lot better. So if you check it out, here is one problem with this car. So this seat is set back for somebody that's me or Devin size. I'm about 6 foot, he's about 6'3". We're tall, but like, worst case scenario, this is what it looks like to get in the back. Go. He hit his head. How's your knee room?
No.
Poor. The back seat is a thumbs down from AJ's reviews. I'll hop in the back and we'll both get locked in here. Ow, oh, I shocked myself. Oh, I shocked myself in my car. Okay. So if we look at I literally hit my head too. So if we look at the knee room, we are squished. We got a little pouch here. Also, one cool thing about the back, just to be positive in the middle of all this negativity. So you've got the center console and cups up there if it'll focus. Guess not, thanks Panasonic. Okay, so we got a center console back here too though. We don't have a middle seat, it's a 4-seater. But we have a center console, we got the 2 cups, we've got a little bit of space under here, we've got another cigarette lighter, that's the 3rd one in this car. And we've got an entire back console. There's no plugs or anything up here, but we've got the back console, which is nice for back seaters. The only thing that's not nice is sitting in the back. If you're tall at all, oh my gosh, if you're tall at all.
I think I got your thumbnail, by the way.
So yeah, the thumbnail you saw was by him. Okay, so here's the trunk. It starts here, and it goes all the way up here, up through here. It goes all the way up to here. It's like almost 2/3 of the car. Now I have the keys in my pocket, right here. I have the keys in my pocket, so it will unlock. There's a button under here, which if the keys are close enough, you don't have to be like that, but if they're like close enough, you'll hear it unlock. And you can lift it up and you can see how huge the hatch is. Now you got a whole bunch of room in this trunk. A whole bunch of, like, you have plenty of room in this trunk. This will double as my album cover.
Looks good.
So the trunk is huge. It's a better back seat than the back seat, but that's why the back seats are so back seaty, because there's a huge trunk. Right here you've got a cargo net. This is the bag I got that held my charger that a previous owner bought, so you're not gonna get this with your Volt, so you can tuck it. I keep this in the cargo net because I have nowhere else to keep it. But yeah, you have that for anything. It's about yay big. You've also got storage in the sides. Right here you've got your fuses around in that area. You got some information there. You got a little bit of storage right here. It's soft and padded, so it's not too bad, but it's not much storage. I don't know. You got a nice big trunk coming. And then you got storage on the other side too. And this is actually more storage. It's got some room in there, and then you got more padding. Hopefully that truck isn't too loud, because this is the second time we shot this because the mic was facing the wrong way. Also, you got underneath the trunk. You got underneath the trunk. which is where you've got, oh my god, it's so loud. You got underneath the trunk where you've got, where you can contact the battery, your positives and negatives if your electric car ever dies, which is pretty bad. But yeah, you have those for that option. Right here you've got this thing, some sort of temporary repair thing. Maximum 50 miles an hour. That's kind of cool. Maybe like a battery. This is your PSI of something, and this is a dial for something else. This right here, see, it's a charger. This is where you keep your charger. This is where you keep the cord. This is where you keep the part that goes into your car because it's a little bit more bulky. So yeah, that's where you can store your charger. I would usually just throw it in the trunk because I want to get to it without having to lift this thing up. But yeah. Also, it comes with another cargo net. That's actually more of a cloth or a fabric rather than a net. Kind of cool, kind of soft. And then you've got your charge cord user guide down there. I believe that's it for the trunk. Alright, let's take a look at the engine.
Just look right under it.
Okay, there we go. Alright, here's your engine. I've never opened this. I think about it. You see, you got your stuff. You got, okay, I know some of this. See, this is that type of oil you use. 5W-30. I know that. That's where you put your oil in, I guess. Here's your dipstick. Windshield wiper fluid. Oh man. Voltec. This is your thing. You got your other stuff under here. I know that the bright colors right here, this is high voltage wire. This is stuff you're not supposed to be cutting with your scissors. So that's cool. Here's your fluid, and your engine. If you actually care about this stuff, then here it is. So that's the end of this video. Next video I'll show you the speakers. I'll show you like the menus, electronics, all that stuff, that like non-physical parts. So yeah, that'll be next video. I hope you enjoyed this one.
Me too, I guess.
Peace.